Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense will take the first swing of the game. Guys, this rivalry has been intense, and over the years, there's always a back and forth with these offenses.
And they live so close near each other in proximity, obviously. They go to the same high schools. They visit the same school, Jesse. This game always means a lot.
Yeah, look, it's Boomer, Sooner, and Hook 'em, right? This is one of the best rivalry games in all of college football. There's just always a different energy when these two teams meet.
They'll run it from the gun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready to roll.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Texas. Texas doesn't like OU.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Texas's offense will take the field for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. And I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This defense, they are tenacious. So they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conference?
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to get it through the air. Skips away from pressure. At the 45 on his way. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a...
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. on the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The give on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Got his man.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Wide out in motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Second down coming up. On the run, it's Gibson. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Split backs here. Keep it on the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Baxter. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Pulls it in. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. To the air, it's Ewers. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Longhorns! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Takes the handoff. It's Alchuk. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll start this drive with a pass. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Arnold. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. That's caught. It's Bond. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Coming after him. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Comes out throwing on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Motion from the offense. Grab behind the line. It's Bond. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He makes a catch. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Using his legs, it's Baxter. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down. Jumped on top of the pile. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
And it's so fun. A rivalry game, you have so much emotion, so much passion. Well, guess what? You can let that out on defense. And defense, you can fly around, make plays, and he's been doing it all game long.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Ewers. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, it's loose. And the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love when people start to understand what they're doing defensively. if they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smooth.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Lining up to convert third down. Back to pass, it's Ewers. And the missed connection on third down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Roberts. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on, hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
He'll pull it on the read. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They're bringing heat. Got it set up on the outside. Dances away again. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Rupp Arena with the Cats. They're up 14 over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, and rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And another first down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Sooners in the hurry up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And he's running in the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Back to throw, it's Arnold. They're trying to get to him. Touchdown Sooners! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Golden. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. from the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He'll do it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The inside handoff. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. He's got it on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The hand to the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. To the air, it's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown Longhorns. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
The Sooners headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Makes the grab. It's Burks. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. No huddle, offense to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock.
Oh, look out! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Sooners are on the move. They want to just keep throwing it. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Keeps looking downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to UAB. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Off the play fake. Going deep. He's got it down the left. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. To the air, it's Arnold. Finds his tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. They don't ask you how, they ask you if. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them that's going to help their recruiting. Coaches are going to get paid for. But most importantly, David, Texas gets bragging rights for another whole year.
A whole year of bragging. And a whole year of telling OU fans, you're not as good as us. You can throw up the hook 'em horns. You can do it with pride. A lot on the line every year in the Red River rivalry.
It may not be a crown, but it's a hat, and it is golden. In this latest edition of the Red River rivalry, it goes to Texas. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Until next time, that'll do it for this edition of EA Sports College Football.